What if we just say fuck this year? Hello, I'm Marinda Nelson. I help healthcare providers go from bored and burned out to truly doing what they love, making your dream practice inevitable. I usually come in about this time of year, the last video of the year, and have this empowering list for you of, what did you do last year? Who did you spend time with? What did you love? What did you not love? What do you want to bring forward? What do you want to leave there? What did you learn? And it's okay to just say, fuck this year. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on still at macro and with each of us. We don't process the traumas, the lessons, the emotions from an event, an experience until our body and our spirit and our soul feels that we are in a safe enough place to do so. Between politics this year, we are still in the gathering after phases of COVID traumas and changes in our life, the state of healthcare. My father passed away this year. We each have our own things going on. And there's a few influencers that are sharing some hope. I hope I'm often one of those. And it's important to keep it real. It's okay to say this year was hard. I had a lot of experiences. I'm grateful for a lot of those. Yes, perspective and gratitude matter. How do I want to spin this? And why was that the perfect time? And that all matters too. And it's done, right? It is done. We've done that. What's done is done. So throw the tantrum. Go somewhere safe where you know that nobody's going to hear you. I specialize in working with those of us in the central US. We have plenty of those places. I used to go to the mountains. I would go to a river valley. I would go to there's a volcano near here that I'm going to run down to tomorrow. Throw the tantrum. Move these emotions through. Throw it bigger. Scream. Cry. Throw rocks until your fingers bleed. Break sticks until your arms are sore. Not bubble cry, drool cry, heave where you can't breathe, cry. Scream from your pelvis, your knees, your toes. Scream deeper and louder until it echoes. It's not just this year that we're screaming out, that we're tantruming out, that we're moving through our bodies. Yes, is there yoga that's nice and lovely? Absolutely do that. Yes, is there these somatic practices that are lovely? Yes, do that. And throw the tantrum, throw it bigger, louder, let yourself be more depleted. Get it out. This winter time is a time of in between, and you're not going to bring new emotions in, new feeling senses in if you're still holding on to that. Feel the glee, feel the joy, feel the loss, the grief, the uncertainty, the unknowing, let it out. And then when it's done, when there's nothing left, let yourself sit there, stunned, empty. There's this sense of, whoa, like, I didn't know all that was in there. I didn't know what I have been holding on to. Let yourself witness what you've been able to hold. Simply witness. You don't have to figure it out. You don't have to make it make sense. You don't have to have the answers. You don't have to be ready to spin it positive. You don't have to do all this perspective and gratitude work here. That's all important. And we're going to come to that. And that comes at a later time. But right now, let yourself sit stunned, empty. Let yourself sit in that, whoa, what just happened? Notice the new senses, maybe if you want to. Some people will notice a tingling in their fingers or in their toes. I a lot of times will get it behind my arms, which is kind of a weird spot. If you want to bring yourself back to present, notice there's a rock under my right shin. There's a scuff on my knee from when I fell into that rock. There's a scuff on my hand. There comes a time when you're good. You're ready to go. Because a clock says so, not because a task list says so, but you're good. But what I always do, and when I talk to my people and I send them to do these, or when I do intensives and I take people out to the mountains or to the desert to do these days, there comes a spot on your walk back or your drive back where you just stop, pull the car over, get yourselves to a safe space, because this is important. You did all that work, but you're about to put yourself in that same space, in that same situation. And you don't know if you can carry all of that again, where you don't know how you're going to continue to get through what you've been getting through. You are incredibly strong and an incredible survivor, but fuck, you're exhausted. I want you to remember the power you have that you just witnessed. You don't need to figure anything out yet. But in that space of rawness, of not having to figure it out, of pure emotion, what do you want it to feel like now? And this doesn't have to be clear. There doesn't have to be a word. It can be murky. It can be shimmery. It can not have a form yet. Probably doesn't. You don't have to have this figured out yet. It doesn't have to be possible. You don't have to know what it actually looks like. It might kind of have a mirage-y quality to it. That real? Is it not? You don't need to figure it out. I just want you to notice it, to sense it. Just let that sensation be. You don't have to make it tangible. No one else needs to know. Hold that. Protect that. You're going to nurture that. Just be quiet with it. Once you've kind of got it, you can see just that flicker of hope, of, yeah, more of that. Notice around you. Is there a sound, a shape, a rock, plant, an animal? Is there a seed, symbol of this flicker of knowing, of sensing? This is what we grow. Is this flicker? So give yourself a symbol, something that you recognize that reminds you that there is this teensy, tiny, was that even real? Mirage, glimmer. Nurture that. Grow that. And when I can help you, let me know. Join me next week. I am doing my annual download of an intention for next year. For those of you that have gone through this process and given yourself this space, the practice will help this be more clear, will help you become more familiar with this scent, with this flicker, with this seed you're growing, with this light you're going to foster. I have no idea what this week's short videos will be. Join me, follow, subscribe, and you'll find out when I know. It's the end of the year. Let there be rest. Let there be stillness. Yes, some will say, use this time to plan so you can start to run out of the gates. It's not what this time is. Celebrate what you celebrate. Have a wonderful time. And we'll see you soon.